Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mina and this is going to be the start of another reading vlog. I am going to be reading one of the books that I got for my birthday, and I talked to you guys a little bit about it in my previous reading vlog, and that is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. As you guys can see, I'm in the car right now. I am actually on my way over to my parents' house. It is a really hot day today. It's like in the 80s, and I'm gonna go swim in my parents' house. They have a little pool, and I'm going to get some reading done, hopefully. I might pick myself up a Starbucks, because would it really be me if I left the house or if I did a reading vlog without getting a cold brew? I think not. So I'm gonna go head over there. I did read the first 40 pages of The Sundown Motel, and it is taking me a little bit to get into the story. I do like the mysterious elements about it. I do like the fact that it takes place in a creepy motel, and I also like the fact that it has a two timeline perspective. We're reading from a girl who worked at the Sundown Motel and was, I don't know if she was kidnapped. Right now we just know that she disappeared, and that takes place in the 80s. And then we're following along about 20 years later. Her niece is kind of trying to investigate what happened to her missing aunt. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have just been introduced to the main characters, and the niece has just arrived in the town where her aunt used to live and where she disappeared. So that's kind of like the beginning of the story, the first 40 pages. Like I said, it is a little bit slow to start, but I'm hoping that things pick up. There have been some mixed reviews on this book. Some people think that it's not great, some people really enjoy it, so I'm hoping that I do really enjoy it. I also wanted to unbox this other book that I ordered for myself that came in a little while ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my Starbucks, and then I will probably unbox this for you guys after I do that. We'll catch in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I am back. I got my cold brew as usual. It looks a little bit darker today. Yeah, I feel like they definitely didn't put extra sweet cream, which is sad, but it's all good. And I wanted to open up my book for you guys. I ordered this a while ago. I actually ordered this before my birthday, which was like the end of May, and it took a while to ship. And then I did get it on Saturday, but Saturday was the day that we got our new kittens, so I was kind of like really busy with that, and the past couple of days have just been kind of hectic and wild. And I left the book in the car, so I forgot that I even had it, but here it is. Going to go ahead and, oops, that didn't work, unbox it for you guys. Why isn't this thing pulling? Okay, my car is a freaking mess. Ever since quarantine hit and I stopped using my car every single day, and also because I obviously work from home right now, all of my like teaching supplies and the books that I used to bring every day, my like papers and everything are just like scattered in the back seat. I don't know why this is impossible to open right now. Okay, I got it. So here it is. This is The Drowning by J.P. Smith, and this cover is so beautiful. Like, my favorite color is this tealish aqua blue green color, and I absolutely love this. I'm just gonna read the bio because I cannot even talk right now. I'm just all over the place. It says, "It doesn't take long for a little boy to disappear. Joey Proctor can't swim, but that doesn't stop camp counselor Alex Mason from leaving him out on a raft in the middle of the lake in a fit of rage. Alex only meant to scare the kid, to teach him a lesson. He didn't mean to forget about him, but now Joey is gone and his body is never found. More than 20 years later, Alex is a success. The proof is there for anyone to see in the millions of dollars he makes, his lavish house, his beautiful wife and daughters, and no one knows what happened that summer at camp. At least no one should know, but it looks like Joey Proctor may be back to take his revenge." So this is a thriller mystery That last sentence makes it sound a little bit like a horror novel. I'm not entirely sure if this is supernatural in any way or if this is just a thriller, but I love, and you guys know this, that I love the trope of like summer camp or mysterious and creepy lakes or creepy like bodies of water that are in thriller books, horror books, or mystery books. So I'm so excited to find another one and to get started reading this. I'm like wondering now if I should read this for this vlog or if I should just continue with the Sundown Motel. I don't know. I might read the first like couple of pages at my mom's house, at my parents' house, and see which one I'm more interested in, because this one sounds like I really want to start this one. Okay, I'm gonna go. I will check in with you guys later. So update, it is a few hours later, it's closer to the end of the night right now, and I am home from my parents' house. My hair is wet, I gotta take a shower, and the kittens are making noises in the background and playing. I'm actually really glad that they're playing with the toys that my mom got for them instead of fighting with each other, because that's like all they do. We didn't have toys when we initially brought them home, so they were kind of just play fighting with each other all the time, and then my mom got them some toys that they seem to really like, so hopefully that will keep them distracted and occupied and entertained. I wanted to give you guys the news that I am not reading the Sundown Motel in this vlog. I actually decided to go with The Drowning, and I started this while I was at my parents' house, and I'm basically hooked. I absolutely love what I read so far. I'm about 70 pages in, and I'm definitely going to continue reading tonight and seeing how far I can get to, probably like page 100 by the end of tonight. I started reading it just to see like whether or not I would want to read this right now or if I wanted to continue the Sundown Motel, and this definitely caught my attention more than the Sundown Motel so far. I'm not DNFing the Sundown Motel. Like, I'm still going to continue reading it and hopefully finish it as my next book, but I was just a lot more interested in the story and the writing of The Drowning. So for the first 70 pages, there has been a lot that has been established so far. It started off in the camp 20 years ago. We meet the little boy who will eventually go missing, and we meet a few of his camp counselors. One of them is a guy named Steve, who seems like a really good counselor, and then another one is named Alex, and he is the swimming counselor. Has a little bit of a temper, not a lot of patience, and it is him who leaves the boy on the raft in the middle of the lake because he's angry at the boy, and the boy ends up missing. So that's kind of like the first 50 pages or so, and then we flash forward 21 years later, and we're following Alex's character, who is the swimming counselor, and his life is good. He's successful, has a family, moved on from the experience, and some things start to happen to remind him of the experience and of the little boy who went missing, and it's clear that someone is either blackmailing him to bring that secret out that he was the one who left the boy on the raft, or, and this is just speculation, this is not a spoiler, I don't know whether or not the author is going in this direction or if it's more of just a mystery thriller, but it could be some supernatural element. The boy may be coming back to haunt him in some way, but I'm interested to see where this is going to go, what other creepy things are going to happen to Alex to kind of bring about this secret. And yeah, you guys know, I just love the vibe of like a summer camp, creepy bodies of water, like the way that they were kind of describing the lake and the little boy who was afraid of swimming and afraid of deep water. It just, I don't know, it was so fascinating to read. And I'm not like afraid to swim. I do know how to swim, but something about like dark and deep water and just underwater in general freaks me out. Even like lakes, like I don't think I would ever go swimming in a lake because I just don't know what's in the lake. So that would freak me out. So just like reading about it just gets me in that mood. And then I was swimming at my parents' house, so I was kind of like, oh, this is like parallel to what's happening in the story. So I'm really digging the vibe of this. I'm really digging the plot. I'm hoping that they return back to the camp setting, just because right now in the future, Alex living his regular life, he works in the city and he has a home with his family kind of in a woodland area, which is a pretty good setting as well. But I'm really hoping that they return to the camp in some way or to that lake, just so that I could get more of that creepy vibe there. So yeah, I am going to the kittens are like running around my feet. So I'm going to continue reading this, and I may update you guys a little bit later. If I don't, I will definitely update tomorrow. But I just wanted to check in and say, yes, I decided to go a different route, and I'm really, really digging this. Hey. Hey, Mimi. So I escaped to the bedroom because the two babies fell asleep on the couch with me, and I didn't really want to disturb them with my talking to the camera. I'm hoping they won't be distracted by this, but I did get to page 100, and I just wanted to say I still am enjoying the book. I'm really excited to see where things are gonna go. One thing that I don't like though is that I feel like all thrillers have this subplot, or even the main plot, or you know, like a main focus of the book is that there is a character involved, and this could be a possible spoiler. I don't think it really has to do with the thriller aspects of the novel, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I won't get into specifics, but there's this trope of thriller characters being involved in some kind of cheating situation in a relationship or in a marriage, and I don't know why, it just like bothers me so much that like that is always an element, even if the story is not a domestic thriller, even if it doesn't really have to do with or doesn't focus on a relationship or the marriage, and that's just like a separate kind of point within the story. I don't understand like why authors like default to that. Like, is that the only like drama that we can think of in life, is like people cheating on each other? I feel like it's unnecessary, and I'm gonna keep reading obviously to see if that has anything to do with the main plot, or if it's just like a random character flaw of this character. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to mention. I'm wondering if other people notice this. It's especially present in thrillers, and I don't know, is anybody else like seriously bothered when they read that a character is a cheater? Like, it makes me just roll my eyes that it's like, great, another person cheating on their spouse or cheating on their significant other, and nobody bats an eye. Like, it's typical. And even though it's discussed in a way that's like negative, it's still such a common thing in these books that it's like, oh, it's expected at this point that this character is stepping out on their spouse. And I don't like that. So just wanted to check in and say that. I may read a little bit more, but I will update you guys probably tomorrow with my further progress. Alright, you guys, so update on The Drowning. It is actually 2 days later. I didn't film yesterday, but I did read another 100 pages, so I am at page 200 right now, and I only have like 120 pages left, so I'm hoping that I can finish this today. What are you guys doing? The kittens are right below me fighting. I actually just filmed my Reading Habits book tag, and I tried to get the kittens in the video to introduce you guys to them, but they were just not having it, so I don't know how well that that will turn out. But basically, I'm still enjoying the book. I think that it is a good read. One thing that is a little bit disappointing to me is that we aren't getting that camp setting throughout the whole book. And I kind of mentioned this, I think in the last clip, where I said we're more focused on this camp counselor's life after the events that happened in the camp. And we get a few flashbacks and scenes from the camp period. But now I feel like it's more so focused on the revenge that's happening on this guy and some of the creepy things that are going on in his life because of that experience. So that's one thing that I'm a little bit disappointed about. I was kind of hoping that he would somehow return to the camp in some way, or they would return to the camp with some other characters. So I don't know, we still have 120 pages left. Maybe he will end up going back there towards the end of the book. We shall see. But yeah, it is quite interesting. It's a lot more intense and like action. I don't know if I would really call it action, but like suspenseful than I thought it would be. And I really hate our main character. Like I think he is such a horrible person, and I don't know. I kind of don't care that these creepy things are happening to him because there's so many things about him that I just don't like. He's very privileged, wealthy, and show offish. Like he always needs to be showing off how much money he has and how much success he has, and not a good husband and not a great father. He has a really bad temper. So there are a lot of character flaws with him that I don't really like, and I'm wondering if there's going to be any character development with him by the end of the book, or if he's just going to stay like this towards the end. So we shall see. I will update you guys when I read another good chunk of this. Hopefully can finish it by tonight. Hi baby. Hi Ninja. Hi cutie. So I just vacuumed and the babies got really scared and they ran away. It's okay, babies. It's okay. Got some of their toys in this little basket. This is like Ninja's favorite place to stay. And then an empty shoebox for them to play with. It's okay, Ninja. It's okay, my baby. Vacuum's gone. It's okay. It's okay, my cutie. Yeah, he's a little shaken up. Baby Yoda's hiding in the office. He doesn't even want to come out. But Ninja's a good boy. Ninja's a brave boy, right? Yeah. He nodded. Oh my god, I love him. I love you. I love you. It's okay, Ninja. I look like a mess right now because I was just cleaning the apartment, but I am now finished with The Drowning, and I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts before I end this vlog. So our overall score for this book, I think, would be, I think my overall score would probably be like a 3.75. It did not live up to my expectations. In general, I think the premise of the book is interesting, but however, I felt that there wasn't enough of the camp element to this book. That's something that kind of disappointed me because I was expecting it to be more heavily focused on the camp, on the experience of the camp. I also felt like this story as a whole was more of a family drama rather than a thriller. I just think that there was more drama going on with this camp counselor and his family in the present day versus the actual creepy things going on with the little boy who went missing. And also, I hate the main character. Aside from the fact that he did that thing by leaving the boy on the raft when he was younger, he just has a lot of character flaws that I couldn't accept and that were not totally redeemed by the end of the book. So I didn't really care for his character. I was kind of expecting more from this book and it was a little bit of a letdown. I would still recommend this book to people who don't normally read thrillers or mysteries but would like to get into the genre a little bit more and expose themselves to that genre, because I think that this is a good start. It doesn't have all of the scary elements of some mysteries and thrillers. It's not overly fast-paced, not too action-packed. There are some dark moments in it, but I think it's palatable for people who are not quite familiar with the genre. So that's kind of like my overall thoughts of this book. I think it's a good read for the summer just because of that camp aspect, and I enjoyed it. Like I didn't pick up the book thinking like, ugh, I don't want to read this, I'm dreading it. I was still interested in the story and interested to find out what was going to happen happen. So that is my thoughts of The Drowning by J.P. Smith. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I feel like my vlogs are kind of all over the place, and I hope you guys don't mind, but you guys can let me know what style of reading vlog you like to watch, or what are some things that you would like to see in future reading vlogs. I just wanted to say goodbye to everybody before we sign off, right? So that is it for this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for some more coming up, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day today. Bye guys!